What's up,
There we go.
everybody? Welcome to Random SEC. I'm Andrew,
And I'm Garrett.
and we are going to be breaking down the college football playoff.
Yes, sir. By Notre Dame.
Rankings are out, matchups are out, everything is out, and it's about what we expected, the unexpected. Someone had to get snubbed, and it was Notre Dame. Notre Dame was 10-2 on the season.
The last minute switch, man, is wild.
Here's the thing. Notre Dame 10-2, Miami 10-2. Miami has the head-to-head. Sure, you could put Miami over them. But the fact that Notre Dame on last Tuesday, their last college football playoff ranking, Miami was below Notre Dame. Neither Miami nor Notre Dame played a game. And Miami jumps Notre Dame. That makes no sense. If you want to put Miami over them, do it on Tuesday. Do it on Tuesday.
The whims of humans, man. You just don't know what the committee is going to do. The entire time, they've indicated Notre Dame was going to make it in. And then at the last moment, Sunday, hours ago, minutes ago, they snubbed him out. This is a playoff bracket created by humans, fallible by humans, and so we're left with this result. It's very unfortunate for Notre Dame, but should have beat Miami there.
Yeah, it's unfortunate for Notre Dame. They should have handled business when they could have, but at the same time, it just feels like a 10-2 team with the way they were playing should make it. That being said, it's really not on the committee. I can't really put too much on the committee. Just the way it's set up is wrong. You have simply two group of five teams making it is ridiculous. I get you want to spread the love to all corners of the sport, and I like that, but you cannot tell me with a straight face that Tulane is beating Notre Dame, that James Madison is beating Notre Dame. And
ridiculous. See, what should have happened was to preserve the 5-conference rule. They should have dropped James Madison and put in Notre Dame because they're technically a conference champion. No conference champion is still their conference champion. Very large mental gymnastics there, but I think that's what should have happened.
Here, I see the comments disagreeing with me. Look, as far as the committee goes, I agree. I think the head-to-head should matter the most. But the thing that irks me about what the committee did is that Notre Dame was above Miami on Tuesday, and now they're below them. That just doesn't make sense to me when neither of them played a game. And I get other things happened throughout the week, but it was nothing that should have affected that.
Yeah.
Look, in all honesty, the ACC should have a team in. It should be Miami. Okay. The way their conference championship is set up, it's ridiculous. Because there's no way that an 8-5 Duke team should be in the ACC championship, and that's really part of the reason we went wrong here.
And I think it was Booger the one that said it. We need to change how teams get into the conference championship because it is absolutely ridiculous that Duke went in over Miami. I get that there was a 5-team tiebreaker going into the ACC, but it's just unreasonable that Duke makes it in and wins it. I change that.
Once again, I'm not saying Miami should not be in over Notre Dame. They should be. Head-to-head, that matters most. But on Tuesday, the official college football playoff committee had Notre Dame over Miami. Just going to reiterate that. Neither of them played a game. Miami jumped Notre Dame. How does that make sense?
That doesn't make sense.
I'm not arguing against Miami being in. They should 100% be in. They're a 10-2 team. They have great wins. They're a quality team. They're playing well right now. How does a team that didn't play a game this weekend jump a team that also didn't play a game this weekend when on Tuesday they were the exact same? That doesn't make sense to me.
I agree with that logic, Andrew, and that's why I'm saying the same things you are.
But look, at the end of the day, the committee is just, I think Tim Tebow said it earlier, like, we need clarity on what the criteria is, because right now we just don't have that. We don't know what they're taking into account, and they're kind of just making it up as they go along. So, I hope they don't end up expanding it, but I do think we need a little more of a stable rule of who should be in, who should be out. The group of five thing is a little ridiculous. 2 Group of 5 teams making it in is a little ridiculous. I get it had to happen this year, but in all honesty, that should change. But
Yeah, the ACC shot themselves, man.
yeah, I mean, look, that's not what we're here to talk about. We're an SEC account.
Yeah. What one final thing is I think this incentivizes all future schedulings to be with G5s outside of your conference. The SEC moves to a 9-game conference schedule next year. And at this point, only schedule G5 teams. Only play Sanford, only play, I don't know, North Texas. They're a hard team, but still G5. And it's still going to be a great game to watch.
I don't know about that.
You got to spread the football love at this point.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but yeah, sure. I look. The committee has issues. It's not perfect. Credit to the guys. The committee members. They had a pretty tough job this year. I mean, just the criteria wasn't set up for them to win. It was a lose-lose situation. They were going to make someone upset. It's Notre Dame this year. It's a shame because
it's awesome.
because it's a shame because I think Notre Dame, the way they're playing right now, is extremely good. I think they had a chance to win it all. It's just how the cookie crumbles. That being said, we're an SEC account. Let's talk about the 5 SEC teams that make it. That is the record for most teams in the college football playoff ever. Granted, we've only had it 2 years, but let's just get into it. The top SEC team, number 3, Georgia Bulldogs, had a dominant win yesterday. I think this should have been number 2.
Mhm.
Just a fantastic year for the Georgia Bulldogs. 1 loss to Alabama earlier in the season.
They made it clear that they're not disparaging conference championship games, because putting Ohio State in second, it seems like going into that game, the furthest you can drop is your existing rank. So
yeah, and I agree with that. I like the committee sticking to that. They kept Alabama and they kept Alabama at the same rank. They're saying that if you play an extra game, it shouldn't count against you, even if you get destroyed. And it didn't for Ohio State. It didn't for Alabama. But still, Georgia, great season. Number 3, that's a pretty good spot for them. They will be playing the winner of, who is it?
Georgia's 4. They're playing Tulane. No, James Madison in Oregon.
So yeah, most likely they will be playing the Ducks. And
wait, no, they don't, because they're 3rd. Sorry, I'm so sorry, dude. It is Tulane and Ole Miss.
So most likely they will have a rematch with Ole Miss. Ole Miss already played Tulane this year. It was not pretty.
Yeah,
and that kind of goes back to the thing, like 2 Group of 5 teams making it in is a little ridiculous. I mean, Ole Miss and Tulane have already played. We already know the outcome. It's not a pretty one. And I'd much rather see Notre Dame than that. But
me too.
Back to that, Ole Miss. Georgia will likely be playing Ole Miss in a rematch. That will be a fun game. But congrats to Georgia. Hopefully this year. Last year they went and they had a bye and they kind of cooled off a little bit. They got kind of pummeled by Notre Dame in their first round. So we'll see if the bye curse is still a thing. Is it good to have a bye? Is it not? I don't know. We'll see. I think the way Georgia is playing right now, if they continue to play like this, it's one of the best teams, if not the best team in the nation.
Yeah. Well, according to last year, Oregon should be the winner this year, if that's how we're going to think about it. Oregon with 1 loss in the 5th seed, playing James Madison, making it past. Maybe they beat Texas A&M. Maybe they beat Indiana. But yeah, let's see how this thing shakes up. A lot of good football in front of us.
Oh yeah.
So the 5 SEC teams, or should we just go down the list?
Let's just go down the list. Who's number 4?
Number 4 is Texas Tech, but the SEC team that we're saying is Ole Miss at 6th.
And yes, the number 6, they will be playing Tulane in a rematch. John Summerall, the new head coach of Florida, he will be playing his playoff game still. He will be coaching there.
Mm-hmm.
And that's an interesting matchup. Earlier in the season, it did not bode well for the Wave. But I think John Summerall's a good coach. I think they won't come out as flat this time. It'll be
a little less of a stomp out, Just
I would still go ahead and lean towards picking Ole Miss here. It's in Vaught-Hemingway Stadium, so it'll be a rocking crowd. No Lane Kiffin for Ole Miss. They will have Charlie Wise Jr., though. He will be back as offensive coordinator. Pete Golding, once again, the head coach. And, yeah, they have a chance to get their first playoff win ever. And I think it's a pretty good chance. They got a very favorable draw in Tulane.
Yes, sir. Next SEC team, the great, the mighty Texas A&M.
So Texas A&M, they are playing Miami. This is going to be a tough game. Not as
at Kyle
favorable,
Field.
not as favorable as a draw as Ole Miss got, but I still like Notre Dame, still like Texas A&M in this matchup a lot. I think at Kyle Field, Miami's just they haven't been playing as well recently. I really like Texas A&M in this matchup. Random SEC here, we may be going to this game, so keep your eye on that.
Yeah, yeah. Next on the list, OU, Oklahoma, at 8.
Who are they playing?
They are playing
Alabama.
Yep,
And this is
the other SEC team.
another rematch, and this time it's at Norman, Oklahoma. Oklahoma has beat Alabama the last 2 times they played. 2 upsets, and that win against Alabama earlier in the season for Oklahoma is the reason they're here. Oklahoma, your offense has been terrible. Let's be honest.
Yep.
You have maybe the best defense in the country, but your offense has been terrible. And let's be quite frank, if you don't get that fixed before the playoffs, it's going to be rough. I don't care how bad Alabama's been; they're going to take it to you. So I mean, I expect Oklahoma to be ready. I expect Alabama to be a little more ready. I expect this to be a great game. This is honestly maybe the game I'm looking forward most to in the first round. It's going to be a ruckus atmosphere in Norman, Oklahoma, and just it's. I mean, 2 top SEC teams this year, and I just can't wait for it.
Me neither, man. Me neither. It'll be a great time.
What day is this game?
It should be the 21st or 20th.
Well, yeah, you figure that out. That's a fantastic game. It's a night game. Norman's going to be rocking. Last year we had a game in Norman, Alabama that knocked Alabama out of the playoffs, made them 9-3, and yeah, I mean it's just going to be a crazy atmosphere. And I don't know who I'll pick. I'm leaning towards Alabama right now, but
It's the 19th.
that could very much change. I wouldn't be surprised if game day went here though. It's just an enormous game.
I mean, there should only be 2 games on the 19th. That game and is it the 5th and 12th, and then it would be the 9th and the 8th.
Is that on Friday? So I mean, look, Oklahoma, Alabama, 8-9. That's a great game. I would have probably rather seen Alabama drop a little bit, but at the end of the day, that's how it is. So look, what's the next SEC team here? SEC
Alabama and Oklahoma.
Yeah, that's true. SEC had a wave of teams here at the bottom half of the playoff.
Yeah, right in the mid tier. Right in the mid tier.
We'll break down the bowls here to come later in the week. Just a great week for college football. It's just a great day yesterday. Some teams got snubbed. Let's be honest, but that's just how it's going to be until we fix this. And yeah, I would have liked to see Texas in. I would like to see Vanderbilt in. I think they would have had a chance to win the game. And like Clark said, if you would have said at the beginning of the season that a 10-2 SEC team would not have made it, you'd think we're crazy.
Yeah.
But that's simply the reality of the situation. It's been chaos in college football this year. The system's messed up. That's just how it is.
Yeah. Well, with the bracket now officially out, who do you think's winning it all?
Here, look. I mean, I'm gonna have to look at the bracket a little bit more, and my pick will probably change. But right now, I'd probably lean Georgia. Let's be honest.
Interesting.
I don't know about the bye. The bye kind of scares me a little bit. In football, you want to play week after week. Keep your body fresh, keep your body ready for contact. And that worries me a little bit about Georgia. But I think they'll learn from their mistakes last year. I think Kirby Smart will have the team ready. Just the performance we saw yesterday. I like if they continue to play like that. I genuinely don't. I don't see a team better than them.
No, look here. Hear me out. Alabama beats Oklahoma, and they play for the 3rd time this season.
Alabama, Georgia. Is that really what it would be?
Oh no. That would be that they have to meet in the championship.
Okay, that makes more sense. That I could very well see that too. Alabama hasn't been playing well, but we saw what they can be mid-season. If they play up to their potential,
when Tyson is sitting in it.
Yeah, they're one of the best teams in the country. And look, Kellen Bohr has a lot of motivation tactics right now for the Tides. Let's be honest. I mean, they have not been playing up to the potential. They played themselves into a nervous situation today. That didn't need to happen. They could have locked their place up 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, and especially this week, and they just didn't. So it's interesting. I really do like this Alabama team if they can just get it together, play how they know how to play, and
Don't get a blocked punt.
yeah,
That would
that's
really help.
not ideal. But
Don't
look,
get interceptions. That'd really help.
it's I just the way Georgia is playing right now, I just don't know if there's a team better than them.
Texas A&M.
You know, honestly, Texas A&M, the way their path, it's not the hardest. Look, Miami's a tough game, but then after that, you got
Ohio
State, also a tough game. That is a really tough path. Now that I'm
And then
looking
you
at
have to
it,
beat Georgia.
yeah, so that's a really tough path. I like A&M. Once again, that's kind of the same thing with Alabama. They're gonna have to, you know, hone a little more of how they were playing midseason. And maybe they can do that. I like Mike Elko. I think he'll have his team ready, especially for this Miami game.
Mhm.
I don't see a title this year. I do see a major step in the building of a national title contender for A&M though, and I do think they will win Week 1 against Miami or Game 1 against Miami.
First round.
But look, I mean, I think probably the two betting favorites, Indiana and Georgia, which is crazy to say, and then maybe Ohio State too.
Hey, don't forget Tech in there. Texas Tech is still
Look,
kicking.
yeah, Texas Tech is great.
In Lubbock.
I just yeah, I haven't seen enough from them. I once again, I don't watch the Big 12 too often, but I watched that Big 12 championship game. I didn't see
Yeah.
enough. I didn't see enough.
Well, they were playing BYU. BYU had no business being here.
Yeah, I mean, great season for BYU, but just yeah, I mean that's not a playoff team, and I really Texas Tech. I just
Hey, but James Madison is, man.
James Madison apparently yes, yeah.
Oh man.
But I'll be interesting to see. I think James Madison may have a little bit of a better chance at an upset than Tulane, maybe even, which is
Playing Oregon?
interesting to say.
At Oregon?
Yeah, I like.
I mean, they did get defeated by Indiana. But
I think-
that's Indiana.
I think James Madison is a good team, but look, I mean, I'm once again, I'm not going to pick James Madison, but I wouldn't be. I'd be surprised. I wouldn't be too shocked.
I already used up all my points this year for Indiana and Texas A&M winning, and calling the Duke win of the ACC. So I got so much fill of just so much excitement and joy this season. I'm a happy bystander right now. I'm living it up. I'm enjoying life. Life is pretty great, guys. Let me tell you.
Yeah. Garrett has 2 teams in that he roots for. So
Yeah.
look,
Dude, I don't get to wear the shirt often, dude. I really don't.
let's top this off, guys.
Yeah.
Great college football weekend, and we have so much more. We have bowls, we have the college football playoff, and it's really just a great time to be a college football fan. That being said, the committee still has issues.
Yes.
The college football playoff still has issues. The way we put teams in, there's a lot of issues with that, and I hope we get that fixed in the future. I feel bad for Notre Dame. I hope they get their chance next year. I really think they had a really good chance to make it this year to the title and at least win it. But that's how the cookie crumbles. So, and yeah, and at the end of the day, great week of college football. We have 5 SEC teams in. It's going to be a lot of fun. So tune in. Make sure you're subscribed to everything. Follow,
like and subscribe. Please like and subscribe and follow. Don't forget to hit that bell icon. What else do people say?
everything. Do everything. Notifications. Yeah, just follow the Insta. Follow
implant a
TikTok.
microchip into your ear, and anytime something happens, all right, just
random SEC.
Random SEC, right now.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks guys for watching.
Thank you.
Just an absolute killer weekend, and we're just getting started.
Bye.